trap when I drive my cars, because I fix them, you see. I drive old baggers, and I have great fun driving them, and so I do have a reason to clap, you see, because I fixed it, so if it works, then I'm thrilled to pieces. But you see, inside the motor car engine, this reaction is going on thousands of times in a short space of a few minutes. And that, of course, if you said, can that make a car do 100 miles an hour? Yes, definitely. Now, I don't know, and this is a bit out of context, it was a chemist who about 300 years ago recognized the hugely important value of air in the way that fuels burn. Now, I don't know whether any of you noticed the color of the flame down there. I noticed it, and I'm sure some of you may have. It was actually blue. Now, that blue flame is an invention of the science of chemistry. And dear children, the blue flame was invented by none other than the great Robert Wilhelm Bunsen, otherwise known as Bunsen. And here it is in my chemistry set for 1958. It's a Bunsen burner. And the genius of the Bunsen burner was the air hole here. The gas went in at the bottom, and it was mixed with air. Such a simple idea. And yet, it revolutionized, it played a major role in the Industrial Revolution. Enabled us to burn every one of the gas has a blue flame. Every single gas or oil-fired central heating system has a blue flame. All the flames inside every internal combustion engine are blue. And this is the sign of what we call complete combustion. There were very few people who had seen a blue flame before 1850, and none of them survived to tell the tale. And the reason being that they were all miners who were killed in mining accidents. And there were lots of mining accidents, and people, and it was the great Humphrey Davy who used to lecture, who invented the miner safety lab. If you can imagine that flame there blowing in your face the size of a wall, you are not surprised that no one survived to tell the tale. So what I am telling you today, thanks to the science of chemistry, we have discovered or invented, Robert Bunsen invented the blue flame, which is what we call in chemical terms complete combustion. There is no smoke, no yellowness, the combustion is complete. Now, to continue up with my third magic fire, because as I said, it is my passion, I wanted to explain to you that scientists, once they had made the remarkable discovery of the fact that air is a mixture of gases, this was made about 300 years ago, they rapidly realized that there are two main gases in the air. One of them actually not by mixing with air, but by trying to mix them with oxygen or get them to combine with oxygen. And I wanted to show you the result of one such experiment, which was a remarkable triumph of the science of chemistry, and it occurred using the most mundane of substances you could possibly imagine, and that is cotton wool. Cotton wool is a natural fiber. It has been known to human beings for over 5,000 years, and we know that cotton was first grown and used on a large scale in India and also in Mexico, but it is India where the great culture of cotton fabric, cotton weaving grew for thousands of years, well before it reached Europe. Now, what is cotton, chemically speaking? Well, it's a very delicate fabric. It's used in clothing, of course, as you know, and for cosmetic applications. And chemically speaking, it's called cellulose. It's a natural polymer which occurs and which is very touch and warm to the feel, and that's why it has a great place in our human history. Not to mention the fact that cotton played a huge role in the Industrial Revolution in this country during the 18th century, when cotton weaving and spinning were developed in the Midlands. Now, if you watch carefully, who on earth would think of burning it? Well, chemists thought of burning everything, and this is one of the things. They burnt cotton, you see, and they thought, wouldn't it be wonderful? There it is, it's burning in air. A hugely boring experiment. You see, it's burning in air because air contains only about 20% oxygen, you see. And so this is what we have in complete combustion. It's burning with this sort of a slightly yellowy flame, and there's a tiny bit of ash left, entirely unspectacular, almost like a piece of paper. Now, what I wanted to tell you next is that during the 19th century, during the middle of the 19th century, chemists were experimenting with adding oxygen to different fuels, either mixing it or combining them chemically. And the remarkable result was achieved by successful. Now, when Schoenbein achieved this experiment, he was absolutely delighted. And as I said, Sobrero, they were working separately, one of them with cotton, the other one with glycerine, and then similar substances